Well, it's another big day here with old Bob. That's right. And today we're talking about the word becoming. Humble himself by becoming. Thursday, November the 9th, and we're, just for clarification, we're taping this the next day. It's actually Friday right now, the 10th. But yesterday was just a run around, bah, 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 bah. Get around. I know where that Beach Boy song they had, so I got the shirt for it. So, yeah. So the word's becoming, and Judah Smith, church home, all one word, CHURCHOME, church home, Seattle, Los Angeles, and Guadalajara. Go Seahawks. He has spoken many times about how we as people can become more and more closed off, cloistered, isolated, alone, shutting out the world, shutting out ideas, shutting down other people. No. We're just like snapping the doors closed so fast, so quick. We're so certain about it. People are just like, yeah, whatever, I wanted to be a blessing to you, but okay, people don't have a lot of patience. God has patience. God will keep rapping, and He's rapping, and that we used to. When I was a kid, we talked about the hound of heaven, the hound of heaven. Arf, arf, arf. The old hound of heaven. He will not give up. He will just keep sniffing and seeking and being there, and the hound of heaven will seek you out. And that's true. God will never give up. God will never give up. God will never give up. And that's our job. And we're supposed to be like God. We're supposed to be perfect like He is. We're supposed to model our behavior. I noticed that with my own children that they do things that I do. I got to be careful with my actions, because if I am negative, pessimistic, hateful, vengeful, then my kids will turn out to be hateful. Now the thing is that every child is a gift. Every child is unusual. Every child is gifted. Every child is amazing. Every child is a special. They're a blessing. Every child is different. There's no child that's the same. I'm not saying they're going to walk out and go, wow, is it you or is it Memorex? We can't tell the difference. It's not going to be quite like that. But certain things that we do, certain traditions, certain anomalies, woo doggy. Maybe your boy will say woo doggy. Maybe he won't. There's a commercial on recently, and this guy was saying, well, if it ain't broke, why would I replace it? It's the old school thinking, and all these people were saying things, and the commercial went on to say, well, we can't stop you from becoming your dad, but we do want to. So when I call my own father up, and he's up in his 80s now, hello, yellow. And that's the old yellow, the yellow shirt. Yellow. That my grandfather said that. We always teased him, and now here I am. Yellow. Blue, orange, pink, green. Yellow. And my dad will go, bah. I go, bah. And my son is taking, I told you how this touched my heart. My son, he, on my birthday, which was a month or two ago, 29th, my dad called up, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Robert, happy birthday to you. So I saved the message. Then I played the next one, happy birthday to you. It wasn't exactly the same, but it was like stunningly the same. I thought, whoa, who is calling me? Who is this? I recognized my dad, but then there's this other person. We get to the end, and it's my son, Robert Micah, and he's like, hey, Dad, you know, this seems like it's a tradition. It's kind of a formidable, nice thing to do, and I guess it's what we do as a family, and so I wanted to call, wish you happy birthday, and he'd never done that. In all of his 17 years, he'd never once called up and, happy birthday to you. It was like, wow, blew my mind, because he was becoming a member of the family. He was becoming a man in my family. And my family, like your family, is not perfect. There is no family that is perfect. What we have to do is we have to reach for, we have to appreciate, we have to enjoy the precious moments. Today, my family, we gathered at Panera Bread. We had a little special breakfast, and so special, so sweet. I remember Mama talking to me, now Papa, when you please don't put on your stick at the restaurant. Please don't run through and give all the cooks a high five. Please don't run on the ceiling and run around the walls and tell everybody how good it is, how wonderful. Please, can you just be normal for a few minutes? You know, so I heard that. I heard what Mama said. And so when I went today, I think I did okay. Because I was kind of quietly myself. I said hi to all the same people. When Mama walked away, I was like, hey, how's it going? Good to see you. You know, I was, but then around Mama, I didn't want her head to spin, so I was just very, and I think Mama too, she came towards the middle as well, and she, you know, she didn't give me the big you know, hook, and she didn't bring down the curtain, and she didn't say, I'm not going to stay here with that kind of behavior. She didn't do any of that. You know, it was a wonderful start to the end of the week. It was a nice little celebration. We're all there at Panera Bread, and we're all just enjoying the goodness of a, you know, bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, orange juice, lemonade. I got a little soda pop for free because I've been there so many times. Ethan, he got his wonderful, he got a pumpkin cookie today with a stem. He was, I'm going to eat the stem first. I thought, who knows the word stem? I mean, I don't even, if you would have quizzed me, what's the name? If you gave me a selection, I probably would pick out stem. But just cold, just out of the box, what's the name of that? I'd probably be stymied, you know. So, becoming. That's our word today, becoming. And I am becoming, I pray I'm becoming a better person. I pray that I'm becoming a more sensitive person. I pray that I'm becoming a more reasonable person. I pray that I'm becoming a more strong person. When I grew up, I had no defenses. I was basically like a little amoeba. I didn't really have the strength to say no. I made the largest mistake of my life, and I'll talk to you about it. You would call me up and you say, what are the, you know, there's probably 2 huge mistakes I made in my life. Mistakes. You know, it wasn't that I was like, oh yeah, this is the right thing to do. I mean, it's probably because I didn't know how to say no. I didn't know how to, I could be overrun. I'm very gullible. I'm very susceptible to suggestions. I'm sort of, and I'm getting over that, and I'm getting better than that now. And now I'm able to withstand the wiles of the enemy. I'm able to stand still and not be cold-hearted and not be an idiot, not be just a jerk. You know, using all these horrible labels, but I'm not going to be like that. Like, well, I don't care. I just stand here because I don't care. I don't care. No, it's not it at all. You can care very, very deeply. You can feel the pain very, very deeply. At the same time, you make up your mind. You say, doggone it, I'm not going to allow the devil to steal, kill, or destroy my life. And yes, we sin, and yes, we have troubles, and yes, there are difficulties in our situation. And TD Jake's like, well, it's a little complex, it's a little situation. And life is like that. Life is just not always the easiest to explain or understand. There's a lot of talk right now about all these men. It seems like every single man is being accused of some sort of sexual impropriety. I've heard stories of people just dropping off and just going to town, and I'm like, oh my God. It's just, and it's very difficult because we all 100% agree, you and me, we agree that unwanted sexual advances, sexual activities outside of marriage, a man forcing himself upon a woman is absolutely abhorrent and evil and wrong. We all get that. At the same time, we understand that men are vulnerable. I mean, we're vulnerable. If Sally, Jane, Shamika, or Jane, or Mary, or Margaret, or Agnes, or if somebody says that old man and it's like, what can a man do? I mean, in this culture today, especially after Weinstein, it's assumed you're guilty. You did it. You did this. In fact, I heard a talk yesterday. Well, if 3 people come forward, it probably means there's about 16. And if 16 come forward, it's probably 100. And you just keep multiplying. I'm thinking, it's a good thing. It's a good thing that's happening right now that number one, men are on their guard. Men are sharp. Men are watching. They're like, Billy Graham said it back in the 40s and the 50s. He said, no man will be by himself. Every man will have a partner with him. He'll have he's not going to be alone in the room with any woman for any reason. He'll always have a buddy with him. And financially, he had all his money was given off to a third party who was responsible for the accounting. So he had nothing to do with any of the money. He couldn't make any decisions. He wasn't on the board. He probably didn't even, he couldn't even touch the dollar bills or the checks. He had nothing to do with it. He just got a report, and and he depended upon that. So we as people, what are we becoming? Are we becoming more holy, more righteous, more godly? Are we becoming more patient, more forgiving, more merciful? Are we becoming more like Christ? And remember, they brought a woman naked who had been having sex with a man that wasn't her husband, caught in the act of adultery. It was obvious she was having sex. It was obvious that she was absolutely wrong, dead wrong, 100% wrong. She was a harlot. She was a whore. She was horrible, despicable. And all the Jews had the rocks. They were all ready to go, and everybody agreed, she's guilty, guilty, guilty. Stone her, crucify, crucify, crucify. But they wanted to make a point. So they came to Jesus. They said, Lord Jesus, what do we do? So Jesus knelt down in the dirt, and many believe that he was writing their sins, each one of them, in there. Oh yeah, Margaret, you wanted to have sex with Joe. Mac, you stole the goat from so-and-so. Joe, and he went through, he was writing all these sins down, and as he did, people dropped their rocks. Because he said, let you who have no sin cast the first stone. No more awesome words have ever been spoken. Let you who have no sin cast the first stone. We should apply that today in 2017, going into 2018. We should say, if I have no sin, then I should be able to beat everybody up and get vengeance and hold people accountable and make labels and But if you have sin in your life and you know that you're forgiven by God and you know that the Lord has been good to you, then you don't just shut your mouth. Well, I'm not going to say nothing. No, go ahead and speak up, talk against sin, point out the sin. That's fine. But then You don't throw the rocks. Let's have a conversation, shall we? Give me a call, would you? 213-713-8954, 8954 green, att.net. On the Twitter, Mr. Bob at BobBob8954. And of course, you're watching Bob's Daily Devo here on YouTube, where we talked about today the word becoming from Philippians 2. Hope you'll check it out. Thumbs up, subscribe. I'd love to have your comments. God bless.